Is there something you wanted to say to me? Then why don't you say it to my face?
What the hell are you doing in here? Why are you in my office unattended? Who the hell are you?
Mr. Viviano,
Who the hell are you?
I'm Dante de Angelis, your new designer. Wynter hired me during her tenure as interim CEO.
Well, Wynter isn't the CEO anymore, and her vision is inconsistent with the fashion house. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Am I going to have to call security?
I really need this job, Mr. Viviano.
I'll take that as a yes.
Wait. Wynter said you're losing designers left, right, and center. Can you really afford to turn me down? You need me as much as I need you.
How dare you enter my home uninvited?
This is Ryker's home too, Alexi. He invited me.
I should have known.
Alexi, calm down.
Leave us.
Ryker, it's okay. So, what was the message you wanted to give me?
I want to thank you. The authorities thought my kidnapping story was a little sketchy. They raided Viviano Creations as part of their investigation. Thankfully, they found the diary that you had kept in your office. When they saw the documented account of the harassment at the hands of Mason, it came a long way in concluding that Mason finally snapped and kidnapped me.
So, I helped you pull off the scam of the century.
What are you doing back in LA, Sienna?
Ryker asked me to return. He reminded me that I was beginning to set up a new life here before you returned.
So, you're coming back?
I haven't decided yet. I'm not sure if I can be around you, not now that I see who you really are.
Your narrative of the situation is tired, sis. I faked my death because Mason blackmailed me. He was gonna send us to prison if I didn't disappear for good.
We wouldn't have had to go to prison if you hadn't buried him alive.
You were the one that stabbed him!
In self-defense! If you had let me explain that to the cops, none of this would ever have happened.
Well, I'm not perfect, sis. I wanted to protect you from going to prison. I may have messed up at times, but my intentions were always in your best interest. And you know that, and yet you coldly disowned me as your sister. I can't forgive you for that.
You can't forgive me? Screw you, sis. I'm returned to LA and to Viviano Creations. You won't get in the way of the new life I built here.
Sis, maybe you've forgotten, but I am the head designer at Viviano Creations. What makes you think I'd take you back?
Valentino is the CEO. you'd have a hard time convincing him to turn me down.
Of course. I forgot about the brief sexual relationship you had with Viviano.
You're one to talk, sis. He once told me he likes women who sleep their way to the top. And look where you are now.
How dare you? What is wrong with you? Sis?
I hear Valentino needed some convincing to keep you on board.
I think I managed to sway him.
Good. Now, I need you to do something for me. I'm working on creating my own fashion house. However, for my fashion house to truly flourish, I need investors here to jump ship and support me. People around here don't trust me much these days. I need you to find some dirt to fuel the flames of the recent scandals around here. One less scandal should be enough for investors to start pulling out.
Why would I help you?
You don't have a choice. Remember, I know why you're really here.
If I help you take down the fashion house, I'll be out of a job.
If you help me, I will make you head designer of my fashion house. If you don't help me, I'll tell everyone who you really are. Now, find me the dirt I need.
I didn't want to do this, but remember, I know your biggest secret. A secret that will follow you all the way to prison.
You wouldn't dare!
Try me, bitch.
Hey, it's Honor, right?
You must be Dante de Angelis. It's nice to finally meet you.
The honor is mine. You've done great things here as head designer. I'm sorry to hear you were replaced this morning.
I'd say I'm shocked, but I think I'm the only female here who hasn't slept with Valentino, so...
Well, for what it's worth, I always thought Alexi Black's work was a little... 2006. Hey, things seem a bit tense here. Do you want to grab a drink? You can feel free to rant about Alexi, as much as you'd like.
Sis, are you okay? You fainted. What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Forget what I said about returning. I'll go back to New York.
Why the sudden change of heart?
I don't know who I was kidding. I have someone else to think about now.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Can you arrange a jet to take me back to New York?
Sure, I can get them to fire up the jet at the fashion house.
Thank you.
Oh, and this one time, she replaced my vial of Botox with saline solution. She's allergic to strawberries, so I rubbed them in her tissues in retaliation, and her face flared up.
It sounds like you and Alexi have a colorful history.
We've been rivals for years.
She seems to have a dark side to her. Has she ever crossed the line with you?
Well... No, we pick on each other, but it helps us be the best versions of ourselves at work. Anyway, I better get home.
Oh, okay.
Unless you'd like to come back with me.
Sienna! I thought the trash took itself out.
Hello, Wynter. Alexi arranged for the jet to fly me back to New York.
It's in use for the next hour. You'll have to hang around. Feel free to have a drink with me. We can bond over our mutual hatred of this fashion house.
No thanks. I'll just go up and wait for the jet to return.
Since when did you turn down a glass of fine Pinot?
Hello?
Do I need to remind you that the company jet is for business? It's not for carting your sister around the country.
Unclench, Wynter. You are not the CEO anymore. What I do with the company jet is my business.
Well, Sienna looks like she never wants to see you or LA ever again. The jet won't be free for another hour, but she insisted on waiting at the landing pad for it. She even turned down a glass of Pinot.
What?
I know! Everyone is so boring these days. Anyway, why am I still talking to you?
I don't know who I was kidding. I have someone else to think about now. Alexi.
You're pregnant.